Good evening, fans, and welcome here to rainy Newport News, Virginia. My name is Austin Urch, and I'm here with Lionsbridge FC as they host Patuxent FA. Lionsbridge looking to continue their undefeated streak. Currently haven't lost a game this season after 7 contests, 6 wins, 0 losses, and just 1 draw. Overall, and in the USL 2, 4 wins and 1 draw. Currently, they're seated first place in the division with 13 points, and right behind them in second place is Christos FC, also with 13 points. Last time out, the boys in blue defeated Northern Virginia FC by a score of 5-1. Looking to get things started early here. A shot on just off target from Hopfer. Hopfer wasn't able to find the back of the net last time out. For those who did, Bennett, Elliott, Lokko, Hall, and Aboutaleb all contributed to the handful of goals. Marc-Antoine Huzen was in net last time, and he's there again tonight. Only allowed one goal last game. Let's see if he can have a clean sheet tonight, and we're going to get you the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Patuxent. In goal, Lachlan Mahler, number 1, and then number 2, Hiroki Tsuda. Number 4, Michael Adekambi. Number 5, Kelvin Coronado Salguero. Number 6, Ignacio Rulon. Number 8, Jaden Da. Number 9, Hamza Movesby. Number 10, Sora Noda. Number 11, Chason Quidlon. Number 12, Kareem Bakir Bey. Number 15, Mark Warf. As we had a bit of a brief rain delay, with lightning and thunder in the local area as well. Sort of held off kickoff for about an hour or so. But we're here back in action. The game underway. Lionsbridge, of course, wearing their signature blue jerseys in front of their hometown fans. Patuxent making the trip from Maryland, wearing the green jerseys and black shorts. We've noticed this in the past from Lionsbridge. They're very eager to jump and try and steal the ball away on defense. A very aggressive defending style. That's worked pretty well for them so far this season. Chris Wally certainly happy with it. A nice strong record to show for it. And here an opportunity. Hopfer back in towards the middle for Lokko, but Lokko can't convert on the attempt. It's cleared out. It'll be out for a Lionsbridge throw along the sideline. And there were some adjustments that Lionsbridge needed to make after the previous game. Sure, they had an emphatic win over a USL 2 team in their division, but got caught off sides about 5 or 6 times. And certainly there's other teams that will make you pay for those opportunities that you almost throw away. Like a fairly easy night for them overall. Everything seems to be working well, except the defense was very strong holding that line and being able to catch Lionsbridge offsides. This one is played over the back line, and the first offsides call of the game will go against the visitors. Quickly played out to the far side. Right about now would be a good time to get you the starting lineup for Lionsbridge FC. Already mentioned Maxi, Hopfer, and Marc-Antoine Huzen. They're in the 11, and alongside them, number 2, Davide Materazzi. Number 5, Danny Lokko. Number 6, Andrew Bennett. Number 14, Charlie Elliott. Number 16, Coleman Jennings. Number 18, Miguel Guerrero. Number 19, Lalo Serrano. Number 24, Luke Staats. And number 32, Kisa Kiingi. I believe Staats was a game time decision, and certainly the rain helped him out. Make sure that he was fully fit and ready to go before the contest was underway. Lionsbridge did a nice job trying to shield that ball out of bounds to win themselves a throw-in deep inside their own territory. This ball is sent back into the field, up and over the back of Lokko. Comes Jaden Da. Goes uncalled as he picks up the ball, ditches it out wide towards Bakir Bey. His shirt tucked in. It's officially the way that the players are supposed to dress. So there's a little off-the-ball battle between Queedlon and also Elliott. Elliott scoring from corners 2 games in a row using his head. We'll see if he can put the 3-piece together tonight. Lionsbridge yet really have an opportunity on target as that one sails over the goal into the festival area. Lionsbridge FC would like to thank our friends at Chick-fil-A for their loyal support. With 7 convenient peninsula locations in Newport News, Hampton, and York County, Lionsbridge FC reminds you to eat more chicken. As Huzen swings through this one, puts it well past the halfway line before it's just nudged out of bounds by Bakir Bey. So a throw for Lionsbridge. They look to move up the field. Serrano out across the opposite side. Good bit of skill there by Kiingi, but he ends up losing control. The ball slips away from him, but Elliott with a nice stab gets in front of the forward and takes it away. On his feet now, here's Bennett inside the box. Shot taken. Good sliding challenge to break up the attempt by Suda. That's exactly what Patuxent are going to need to do if they want to stay in this match, to get in front of the ball, block those shots before they even have a chance to get to the goalkeeper. As I mentioned earlier, the rain delay, that makes the ball slippery, the ground slippery, and of course, the goalkeeper's gloves. They're designed to try and wick away water from the surface of them to give them an easier grip on the ball, but still the technology isn't perfect, and Mother Nature wins out in the end. So a big point for both of these sides is just try and put shots on target, make it difficult for the goalkeeper, and see if you can bang home a rebound. And on that throw-in, looked like the ball might have slipped out of Jaden Da. Lionsbridge able to take advantage as they move down the field. Hopfer down from behind, and the referee signals for a free kick. Nice field position, a little bit inside Patuxent territory. It looks like it'll be Kiingi to take this one. Referee wearing the red jersey signals it'll be on his whistle. Lots of players lining up towards the edge of the box. We'll see what Kiingi looks to do here. Plays it up and in. Lokko. Looks like that one might have taken a glancing blow off a defender. The goalkeeper is there to scoop it up. That's Lachlan Maher. Lionsbridge, though, strong, aggressive defense, able to win it back, but immediately lose it as it rolls out over the sideline. Good turn to continue up the field. Muji can't find a teammate. Elliott's there to pick up the pieces. Sends it down the field. Took an awkward deflection off a teammate. Looked like Jennings wasn't quite ready for the pass to come his way, and certainly don't blame him, especially with that much power behind it. Elliott wins the header. Bennett keeps the momentum going. It's taken away by Roulan, who plays it all the way back to Mar in goal. Da trying to get some offense going. but Kiingi with a good step to the ball. He goes down, and a foul's called. There's that signature Lionsbridge aggression coming into play once more. Patuxent has to be very careful and deliberate about the balls that they play forward. We've already seen a couple times, if you give Lionsbridge just a couple feet, they're certainly going to try and take that. As the ball played up top, too far for anyone. Now for another goal kick. Marriott Newport News City Center is an official hotel of Lionsbridge FC. Book your next stay at the Marriott, conveniently located just minutes away from the stadium in the heart of Newport News. This one is played quickly out right up through the middle. And then dished out towards the left side. Roulan. His pass is off target. Hopfer. Low cross. Stopped by the defender. And it's cleared away. Not enough though. Serrano across the middle. The ball slipped off the defender. Here's Guerrero to pick it up. Trying to cut back in towards the middle. Back post attempt. Unable to put it on target. It was Elliott. Was Jennings as Bennett moves over to take this corner. Of course, everyone here in attendance gets a coupon for a free Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich if Lionsbridge scores on a header. This one is played in, looking for Elliott, finds it, and fires off a shot. The defender, way to put his body on the line. That's Quidlon. He came away reeling a little bit. And the first foul called against Lionsbridge. As Quidlon certainly took the full force of that Elliott shot. There's now Omar pushing his team up. Tries to create some space for his side. As he'll be the one to take this free kick. Into Lionsbridge territory. Ball sort of trickles away from the defense. Lokko able to keep it in play. Looked like it might have gotten away from him. But Jennings sends this one out of bounds off the defender. He'll take the throw. As he waits for his teammates to work their way up the field now. Counterattack seems to be slowed down for a little bit, but Lionsbridge looking to pick up the pace, try and jump on an early goal here. Andrew Bennett scored the opener last time out in the 10th minute, but here in the 14th as this one just barely misses Elliott. Bennett tried to capitalize, but the ball just rolled off his foot. Swung through the ball a bit too much. As it rolled off his left foot on the one-timer attempt. Peninsula Eye Care has been serving the peninsula since 1990 in a comfortable and friendly environment. Located in Yorktown on Route 17, Pennsylvania Eye Care is positioned to serve new patients from all over Southeast Virginia. Visit peninsulaeyecare.com to learn more. In the middle of the field, Serrano works it out to Guerrero, who then finds Staats on the back line. Staats plays it up. Patuxent boots it down the other way. Good bit of control by Musvi. He took that bouncing ball out of the air. Guerrero's smart play to just tap the ball out of bounds, give time for the midfield to drop back. Bakir Bey trying to go quickly. Looking for the give and go, but Bey not reading the signal. Sal Guerrero's pass just goes out of bounds for a Lionsbridge throw. They try and capitalize as Bennett plays it out towards the far side of the field. Can Kiingi keep it in play? Yes, he does, just along the sideline. Had a good bit of room over there to make the stop and then to recover. The ball goes out for a throw-in for the home side. Lokko chests it down. No one was there, though, at least on his team. Materazzi heads it out of bounds. 92.3, the Tide Radio presents 92 Days of Summer. The Tide will be giving away a big prize every week for 13 weeks at TideRadio.com. Make sure to enter each week for your chance to win big. Bay tried to play this one up. Good idea as they work their way through the defense, but Staats with a sliding stop. Able to just knock the ball out of bounds. The last line of defense there, other than the goalkeeper. Slide looked a little bit reckless, but able to make good contact with the ball, avoid the defender. As the throw-in comes in, Bay trying to settle it down. Elliott getting in the mix of things, and Serrano boots it out towards the center of the field. Opportunity from distance. Need to do just a bit better than that if you're going to test Marc-Antoine Huzen. Queedlon shot just a bit off target. Now for another Lionsbridge goal kick. This one up. Guerrero can't get there. Headed back by the visitors, but still kept in play. Serrano to Kiingi. A lot of mustard on it, but again, Kiingi able to save the play, keep it alive, but his pass is off target. Patuxent able to steal it away. Good ball along the outside, trying to work it in from the far wing. Headed back across the center. Huzen off his line to grab it. It's a bit dangerous there for Lionsbridge. They were able to recover. The next time out for these two teams, they'll be playing each other once more, but this time it'll be the away leg for Lionsbridge. The game will take place up in Prince Frederick, Maryland. 7 p.m. kickoff. And then after that, Lionsbridge will be on the road again, make the trip to Leesburg, Virginia, for a June 15th matchup at Northern Virginia FC. That's who they played last time out with a strong 5-1 win. As Hopfer gets his body in the path of the ball. Able to knock it out of play. Both sides battling for it here. Lokko goes down and gets whistled for his challenge. Tying things up, 2 fouls apiece. Lokko teammates with Kisa Kiingi. Up at Cornell. This ball is played in. Huzen off his line and it slips right through his fingers. Rolls out for a corner kick. And what seemed like a good solid play for Lionsbridge, they were able to hold off that attack. In the end, it just gives birth to another one. Visitors thought about playing it short for a second, but in the end, Roulan comes over to take the place of Bakir Bey. Roulan's corner kick swinging away from the post. Opportunity here for Noda. Stopped by Kiingi in front of the goal line. Opportunity from wide. Looks like Huzen had that one covered as he was at full stretch. Good attempt to try and make the save. A very strong shot. I believe that was Noda. Lionsbridge have to work out of their own back end now. We'll try and make up all the space at once. There's a nice pass up the field by Jennings, but no one on the receiving end as he misses on a challenge. Visitors go back to the center of the field. Switch it out towards the near side by the fans. Suda along the sideline for Bakir Bey. Going to work his way in towards the middle. Guerrero able to pick it up in stride with a takeaway. Kiingi up the field. Jennings looking to go out wide. That one looked like it bounced off the defender's arm, but referee says play on. It was in a natural position. Lionsbridge fans will be wanting that one to be called back as Materazzi plays this to Huzen, who swings his foot through it. Getting it back up the field. Lokko as well as Rulan, whiffing on the aerial challenge as it bounces over their head. Again, Kiingi keeping it in along the sideline. You can already see a bit of wear and tear beginning to show on the sides of the field. Certainly where both sides have liked to build up their attacks. Jennings overruns that ball a little bit thanks to a nifty skill from Suda. The ball up top. Knocked back by Materazzi. But Suda able to be at the right place at the right time, taking it away. Elliott knocking it out of bounds. A throw in coming up. Good pass to get it around Elliott as he's walking away limping. Pat on the back from Sora Noda. They might have clanged feet there a little bit. Elliott seems to be fine. The defender taking space now. That's Da, but comes back to bite him. It's now Lionsbridge looking to go for a counterattack and forces Rulan to drop back into that defending role. And just doing all he could there, just knocking it out of play. When you have the room, it's always nice to try and be able to take it as a defender. And you have to be careful not to overexpose your back end. It was good game knowledge from Rulan, able to recognize that his defender was moving up, and he should be able to drop back into that position to fulfill that role. Inside the box. Just out of play. The WY Daily invites you to sign up today to get their morning newsletter with the latest local news and fun events. Visit wydaily.com now and enter your email. It's as easy as that to stay in the loop. Mayer with the goal kick. There hasn't really been too much action. It seems like the rain might have dampened the attacking spirits of both sides. Certainly not for lack of trying, but just a lack of results and a lack of shots on target. There's still plenty of game left to play. We'll see if the teams can liven up a little bit. Bennett with an opportunity here, working his way towards the middle, 3-on-1, somehow still stays on the ball. Swings his foot through it, and Musvi able to get something on it, break up the play. Musvi drops it back. Noda out towards the wing. Has Quidlon behind him. Instead tries to take it himself, and that's the wrong decision as it goes out for a throw-in. Possibly could have kept the play alive, and now they'll be able to drop it back. Tries to go for a hard swing off of Serrano. I'll say that Jennings was offsides by a shoulder. Or rather, that ball went out of bounds. Looked like the linesman signaled for the offsides call, but was able to change the call. Hopfer switching wings now. Was on the far side of the field, now up close by the fans. Losing his footing on the sideline. Again, the grass and dirt knocked a little bit loose here from the rain. Certainly made it slippery This was another call against Patuxent for offsides. Staats out wide to Kiingi. Can't keep it in play. They hand over possession to the visitors. Lionsbridge will take the throw now, have their go at it. Jennings did well to head it on. Lokko settling it down for Jennings. He tries to pick it up, does well. Playing through the middle of the field. Bennett, too long of a pass. Defense is able to make the adjustment mid-flight and take it away. Bennett recognizing that, a little bit of frustration on his face. Knew he should have played the ball better. Now they have to come back and defend. Switch the field over to Da. Now runners along the end line. The sideline working their way towards the end. As Baki or Bay can't get there in time, just a step behind the play. Hopfer back to Elliott. This one sliding off the inside of his foot this time. Awkwardly. Goes spiraling out of bounds. Good defense by Elliott, keeps it in. Hopfer to Lokko. Back to Bennett. We'll just want to switch the field here. Smart play. Get it away from the defenders. Rather Patuxent, who were attacking. Try and free up some space so you don't give away a dangerous turnover inside your own half. Kiingi slowly inching down the field for the throw to Lokko, and that's out of bounds. Materazzi coming in quickly to try and make the play. It's just booted down to the opposite side by Da. Staats sends this one straight up. Patuxent able to settle it down, but skipped away from Uzvi on this wet, slick surface. Played up top for Jennings. Omar off his line and still inside his box. Out to grab it. Jennings thought he might have had a lucky break. A couple of the defenders claiming an offsides call, but seems to have been coached up well enough. After the last timeout, Elliott makes the good interception. And the defender whiffing on that last attempt. Adekambi. And that one roll right over his foot. Thinking his lucky stars that Jennings was a couple steps behind the play. Not hot on his heels. Now they tried to go right through Elliott there, but I think it's a good solid wall. Sends the ball down the other way. Omar gets it from Da. They play it out short. Referee waves play on. There's a hard body check from Serrano. Goes uncalled by the official. One not close enough to Jennings as Omar comes out and grabs it. There's the whistle. Both sides claiming for a foul as Hopfer was brought down. Looked like it was Guerrero who was asking for an elbow. Might have been inadvertently thrown his way, but referee awards the free kick to Lionsbridge. Bennett to take it. The two-man wall. We'll see what Lionsbridge look to do here. And the pretty slippery surface as Bennett lines up, trying to play this just over the back line. Elliott almost there. That's picked up by Mar. Very good look for the bridge, but Just couldn't quite put that final pass together. A couple feet off target is a nice skill move from Quidlon. Creates some space for himself. Da tries to switch the field. Hopfer didn't even have to move. That was a direct pass right to him. Able to chest it down. Lokko on the edge of the box. Brought down. That's another foul. Called against Patuxent. A bit of frustration showing in the face of Kareem Bakir Bey. Certainly made good contact with the ball, but followed through with the defender. So Bennett now in a great position for a delivery here at the start of the 32nd minute. Here's an opportunity, certainly Andrew Bennett. 20-year-old midfielder. Takes a strike, that's off the wall. Guerrero, a follow-up opportunity. Deflected out of bounds for a corner kick. I'll say that one bounced off the defender. So Bennett will make his way over. Lionsbridge, a bit fortunate to continue their possession here. Guerrero thought that one had missed him. Hopfer making his way. But Bennett will decide to play this one in towards the box. Elliott in the middle, heads it down. Goal line stop. Looks like it was Mar who made the save. But very nearly, Elliott almost able to convert for this game's first goal. It seems to be a very dangerous combination. Bennett at the corner, Elliott inside the box. He's certainly a player that loves to shoot, even as a defender. Jennings with the throw inside. Couldn't find Materazzi. Now it's a free kick going against Lionsbridge. If you're interested in sounding like one of our national anthem singers, make sure to check out Jennifer Moore Woods' website. Jennifer received her bachelor's degree right here at CNU and master's degree at New York University. After performing at Carnegie Hall, Lincoln Center, National Opera Center, and Harrison Opera House, she now teaches all styles of music online. And if you want to start or continue singing, you can go visit her website. Lionsbridge FC would also like to thank these 2022 season sponsors: Chick-fil-A, Total Home Improvements, Express Employment Professionals, Parkway Print Shop, Emily Krikorian, Remax Realtor, Ghost Energy Drinks, and Quality Productions. Materazzi just booting the ball down. Kept alive by Mar. He plays it up through the center. Arakambi trying to go through the Lionsbridge defense. Staats is there. Able to disrupt the play, only for a moment though. Moosby brought it in towards the center, and Staats with a sliding challenge. Nicks Guerrero, but he's able to get up quickly. Right now it seems like Lionsbridge used all their attacking attempts up last game in their big 5-1 win. As Guerrero nearly brought down, stays on his feet. Lokko turning towards the middle. It's cleared away by Suda. Hiroki Suda, not really the tallest player on the team. In fact, one of the smaller ones, but still a good asset on the back line. Lokko fires that one off. A great turn and a great shot. Top corner of the goal. In the 36th minute, Lokko able to put the first score up on the board. That was a really nice job over on the far wing to keep the play alive. Just trying to get anything towards the goal. And immediately after the whistle, Lionsbridge right back on the attack again. I believe that was Kiingi out wide, and it was delivered in towards the middle. The boys in blue up by 1. Certainly happy with that. Haven't had too many attempts so far, but able to convert on the one that they needed. Now Patuxent trying to equalize. Ball goes out towards the corner. Kiingi trying to stand his ground, has some help from Guerrero, and the two win the battle. That one played a bit too hard back for Lokko by Jennings, but Serrano, Guerrero, able to pick it up. Hopfer all by himself over on the near sideline. They can't find him just yet. Elliott gets the ball. He'll slow things down. Over to Staats. Now back with Huzen. Kiingi trying to bring the ball down. Does so successfully. A nice turn. Materazzi to Guerrero, trying to play that one touch. Bennett settling it now, taking his space. Out wide for Hopfer, finally able to see him. Cutting back in towards the middle. That one settles behind the goal, out for a goal kick. Lionsbridge has a brand new podcast called This Is Our Bridge. You can join host Freddie Carty each week as he talks with Lionsbridge coaches, players, and staff. The first episode, which is out now, features head coach Chris Wally. So subscribe today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting platform. And the free kick awarded for the visitors, rightly so. Being brought down from behind on that challenge. Ball is played up in towards the box. Kiingi has this one go off him, and a bit of an aggressive play there by Moosby to try and go for the ball. Looks like he might have caught a forearm on accident as it goes out for a corner kick. He needs to be up, and we'll signal to the referee that it was an elbow that caught him. The official not quite changing his mind on the call, so no penalty given. 10 Lionsbridge players inside the box trying to hold off this attempt. Headed back towards the post. Just up and over, out of bounds for a goal kick. Riverside Health System is the official sports medicine and athletic trainer provider for Lionsbridge FC. The club would like to thank our great partners at Riverside for keeping us in the game. So it was Lokko with the goal in the 36th minute. As Hopfer gets pushed from behind. And Coleman Jennings with the assist. That's really been the only mark so far on this game. Just a 1-0 ball game so far. And that has been a relatively quiet night. As here's Bennett. Playing this one in. Trying to settle it right along the back post, but it's out for a goal kick. Played it just a bit too far. Lionsbridge not able to recover. Free kick, the 12th foul in the game here after 40 minutes of action. This one played up inside the box. Huzen well off his line, but it's headed away by Kiingi. Delivery by Roulan. As he sets up for the throw now. Trying to find a target. Attempt to put this one in behind the back line, unsuccessful as Materazzi clears it out of bounds. Another throw in coming up though. Pressure certainly not avoided. You'll remember back against Christos FC, Lionsbridge gave up 2 stoppage time goals, one in the first half, one in the second half, which ultimately resulted in a draw. Between the two sides, Lionsbridge had the lead up until the 90th minute, before Baltimore came back to score, tie things up. After a 3.5-hour rain delay, as this shot is taken towards Huzen, he parries it wide. Very nearly a good save by him. It was a smart play not to try and hold on to that ball, as the ball, as well as the grass in his glove, certainly very slippery. Smart play just to push it away from the net. Delivery in. Materazzi trying to clear it away back towards the opposite side of the goal mouth. It's booted outside of the box up for Hopfer up top. Adekambi gets run over by Hopfer. Has Jennings in the middle, tries to play it to him. Instead, it's cleared away by the defense. There's Bakir Bey, very nearly almost an own goal for Patuxent. It goes out of bounds for a corner kick. Hopfer frustrated that his teammates couldn't connect on that play. As Bennett makes his way over towards the sideline. It seemed like Jennings slowed up just a bit as he was trying to time his run perfectly to take a one-timer opportunity. Service from Bennett towards the back post. Jennings unable to make contact with it. Omar came off his line, able to punch it away. The second chance here. Low and on the ground, third opportunity for Staats in the middle. He can't get there. Dog clears it away. Overhead attempt by Jennings. Omar picks it up, quickly rolls it out. Trying to get a counterattack here in the 44th minute. Time getting to slow down at the end of the half, and the foul is called, certainly inadvertent, but Kiingi goes down after he was upended. The Patuxent player lost his footing and collided with Kiingi. And of course, there will be an abridged halftime tonight after our delayed start, as Huzen played this one up. Defenders able to take it away, but good determination by Bennett winning it back, and Hopfer to keep possession as well, as Serrano takes a body check. And that one gets called. It looks like it wasn't a foul as it collided with the referee, so Lionsbridge able to stick with the ball. Kiingi over on the wing, battling with Guerrero, keeps it, fires off a cross, in towards the middle. Jennings has that one glance off the crown of his head. It goes out of bounds, Lionsbridge throw in. Your 45th minute has come and gone, so we're going to take a quick break here at halftime. Lionsbridge up by 1. The lone goal so far, Danny Lokko able to convert on the quick turn and shoot, thanks to the Coleman Jennings assist. So Lionsbridge currently looking to continue their unbeaten run, 6-0-1 as of right now at home. Looking at 7 overall, 7 wins. And continue to cement their first place in the division.
Fractures are diagnosed through a thorough history and physical exam in the office with us. Stress fractures can be treated by decreasing weight bearing through the affected bone. Sometimes that may require crutches, bracing, or casting. Then as the pain starts to get better, you can slowly start to incorporate cross-training with it and physical therapy to help correct any type of underlying muscular imbalances or biomechanical errors to take pressure off of the bone.
As soon as you arrive, you'll see it in the people you meet and the way we follow through. At Bowditch Ford, your dealership experience will be one of total satisfaction. Our professional sales associates make buying easy, fast, and fun. And when it comes to service, experience better. From maintenance to repair to parts, collision, even our quick lane, we do it better. Your time is valuable and your dollar's hard-earned. We'll take care of you. Bowditch Ford, a tradition of doing the right thing.
Hey Lionsbridge fans, Bruce Farrell here from Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, Hampton Roads' trusted mortgage lender and proud sponsor of Lionsbridge FC. We know every homebuyer is different, so we're dedicated to putting you first every step of the way. Contact me today. I'm ready to make the assist on all your home buying goals. Let's go Bridge!
You're always there with just what they need.
Here you go, sweetie. Got you some dinner?
Making tough times easier.
I appreciate it.
And the good times, great.
Here, clean yourself up.
To make them feel safe, special, and most of all, loved. You're always there for them. And we're always here for you. Food Lion, here for every moment.
I started my career by going to the United States Merchant Marine Academy. My favorite part of working at a shipyard is the dynamic jobs we do every day. There's always new challenges, new problems that come up.
I went through the apprenticeship with Kalanis, coming in not knowing much, but as you grow and go through the program, like I said, you start to learn. My favorite part of my career is just knowing the work that we do helps support this country, also helps protect this country as far as the vessels that we work on.
Fractures are diagnosed through a thorough history and physical exam in the office with us. Stress fractures can be treated. Fractures are diagnosed through
Great vision and healthy eyes are the goal at Peninsula Eye Care. Optometrists diagnose and treat many disorders of the eye and visual system and are a great addition to your healthcare team. We prescribe glasses, contact lenses, and medications to serve you. I'm Dr. David Buck, and if you're looking for a team that will care about you and is ready to listen, come see us at Peninsula Eye Care.
Welcome back to a muggy Newport News. You're at 9 o'clock p.m. local time. Lionsbridge currently up at the end of the first half. In the beginning of the second by one. Lone goal scored by Danny Lokko in the 36th minute, assisted by Coleman Jennings. Got 21 of the same 22 players back out onto the field. The only alteration here is for Lionsbridge FC. Omar Aboutaleb taking the place of Miguel Guerrero. An interesting note for Lionsbridge. Making that substitution, they put Guerrero on the field, who is a forward. Excuse me, they took off Guerrero, who's a defender, and put on Aboutaleb, who is a forward. Although Guerrero did tend to play a little bit more of a defensive style midfield of play. Love to certainly join up on the attacks. Had great ball control throughout the middle of the field. The Lionsbridge maybe not quite done with the attacking just yet. Still a very close game as they try and thread the needle here to Hopfer, but that one sniffed out by the defense. Kiingi plays it up. Patuxent unable to settle it down. Hopfer, good bit of control to switch the field now. Elliott over on the far side. Right along the sideline. Did well to keep it in bounds. Touched out of play, though, by the visitors. Lionsbridge will continue possession here to start the second half as they look to open up the scoring here in the second frame of action. And speaking of scoring, you can score some big savings at your local Food Lion. From everyday favorites and mealtime must-haves to grilling essentials and more. You can count on Food Lion to have the fresh food your family loves at affordable prices every day. Food Lion, a proud sponsor of Lionsbridge Football Club. The throw-in coming in. Inside the 18, the goalkeeper can't grab it. Opportunity here for Lionsbridge, but Mar back up on his line. Lokko, onside position, floats it back across the middle, but Mayer comes to make the stop. Nice bit of agility by Mayer. Goes to the ground and then quickly able to get up, get back on his feet, reset his positioning, find the ball again. Make sure he's ready for the next attack. Ultimately never really came his way. But he was prepared and able to hold off that last Lionsbridge effort. Lokko trying to send this one in through the back line. He'll be out for just a goal kick. Only Bowditch Ford can give you a Bowditch deal. The lowest price possible, the absolute best service, and their commitment to your safety. Nobody beats a Bowditch deal. Looks like we'll have another go at this kick. All placed down by Mayer. He sends a bit of a line drive as it's flicked on beautifully. Cleared away by Materazzi as Noda was pressuring him very quickly. A very quick player, Sora Noda. One of the forwards here for Patuxent. Zwarf gets set for the throw. Short pass, he receives it back. Finds entry inside the 18-yard box thanks to a pass, but it will go back out. Noda gets the give and go back through the middle. Opportunity, but offsides. Very good look there for the visitors. Just a step too quick. And the pass back out to Noda. And Papa John's, the official pizzas of Lionsbridge FC. Try the new Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. This ball immediately after the free kick. Send back out where it came from for a goal kick. Huzen takes his time to go get it as it got caught up in the netting. Looks like there's a couple of substitutes warming up over on the sideline for Lionsbridge. Some as well for Patuxent. One of them, Luis Belderain, for the visitors. Can't quite see who it is for the home side as that pass keenly taken away. Great interception by Tsuda. He's done a nice job reading the Lionsbridge attack so far tonight. Another very quick defender. What he lacks for in size certainly makes up for in speed, and is able to cut out and make careful incisions. Lionsbridge thought they were going to be able to continue that possession. They had the advantage, and Hopfer wide open on the opposite side of the field. Prime spot for a delivery, but the ball gets brought down. The foul is called. It is quickly restarted inside the box. On the far side, Aboutaleb tries to fire off across, but runs out of real estate. Ends up crossing over the end line. It was a good attempt in theory, but execution just a bit off as the ball really skipped across the slick surface here tonight. Aboutaleb, who came onto the field at halftime, still maybe not quite adjusted to how the ball tends to roll just a bit further. Staats plays this one out of bounds, bounces off the corner flag, and a fortunate break there for Lionsbridge as it's out for a throw-in. It's about 6 inches away from being a corner kick. Patuxent will try and take anything that they can as Elliott, a couple of his compatriots and teammates as well, try and play the ball up. Hopfer goes down after a heavy challenge. And the second foul against Patuxent here this half. Elliott, one of 3 Englishmen currently on the field for Lionsbridge. That ball just gets out in front of Lokko a bit too far. Bennett's there to help it out. Elliott along the sideline. Aboutaleb loses the ball in the 2-on-1, tries to win it back though, unsuccessful. Played over the top. It's outpacing Staats, but Huzen doesn't quite get his foot around this ball. And it goes out of bounds. Moosby was in there trying to shut him down. Noda on the outside, cross inside the box, then fired off a shot. Well off target though. Kelvin Coronado Salguero, his attempt goes up into the lights here at TowneBank Stadium. Looks like we're seeing our second and third substitutions here for Lionsbridge. They've made their way up towards the center line. They might be on the next stoppage of play as this one goes out of bounds. Throw in for Lionsbridge. So coming into the game is Wattam. He's taking the place of Maxi Hopfer. And also Luke Staats is headed off the field and Sam Hall coming on to replace him. So Luke Staats, the 33-year-old defender, is finished for tonight. Lionsbridge on a counterattack. Kiingi to Lokko in the middle on the edge of the box, working his way back and towards the middle, finds open space, fires off a shot, follow-up effort. And it goes out offsides, they'll say. But a great effort for Lokko. He just couldn't quite convert. Played that one straight at the keeper. Didn't really have to move. Sometimes you can do everything, and it works out where you're in a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but you just can't quite find the shot that you're looking for. This one will roll towards the goalkeeper. He'll be able to pick this one up. Send it back out. Lokko has this one glance off his head. Defense settles it down. Kiingi on the back line, trying to keep this one away from Noda, but Noda in an offsides position. Doesn't really matter too much. Lionsbridge will take the kick. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jimmy Fay is there. Whether it's home, life, or auto insurance, Jimmy Fay has you covered. Visit jimmyfay.com for more. Huzen sends this one up, and it looked like it skipped off the head of Aboutaleb awkwardly. And thankfully, Mayer was there, able to save it from going out over the end line. And Aboutaleb had that one slip off his head. Mayer could pick it up. Lokko cutting back towards the center, getting it to his off foot, but his pass is off the mark. Lokko with a hard, sturdy challenge, able to win the ball back. Aggressive defending, though, from Quidlan, recognizing Lionsbridge was looking to possibly start a counterattack over on the far sideline. Steps in, cuts the pass out. There's more time for his midfield to drop back. Bennett trying to control the ball. Here with just so many bodies around him makes it awful difficult. Materazzi, a bit of an awkward pass out towards the wing. Elliott headed the wrong way, had to quickly change direction. Even then couldn't save the play. Patuxent moving a bit too far down the field for the officials' liking. Elliott nods it back on into play. Serrano thought he nearly had a nice clean breakaway as Patuxent now building up a good attack here in the far corner. Noda, low cross met by Bennett. Plenty of time and space here for Elliott. He can't find a teammate, instead playing it up. Jaden Dye able to take it away. Great give and go effort from the visitors. Need to continue to move forward, and they do so now. Hall gets his trailing foot on the end of it, knocks it out of bounds. And the first corner kick here of the second half. And Ghost is the official energy drink of Lionsbridge FC. Stop by the beer tent to try Ghost's two most popular flavors, orange cream and blue raspberry. Corner kick sent in. Materazzi quickly eliminates the threat. Helped along, of course, by Wattam's efforts. Brought it out almost towards the halfway line. Aboutaleb back to Mayer. Lionsbridge quickly moves up the field, forcing all the visiting players to move up as well towards the center line. Also be caught in an offsides position. A trio of substitutes still slowly but surely warming up on the sideline for Patuxent. Ball is spun around by Noda. Good tackle by Materazzi. Serrano gets on the end of it, able to break up the play. Played back awkwardly by Suda, but Omar getting a good handle on things. Boots it down towards the opposite side, but Lionsbridge reclaim possession, but immediately give it away. Kiingi, a little bit of a slip of his foot. Ball rolls out of play harmlessly. Quick throw and looking to build up a quick counterattack over on the far sideline now. Bakir Bey can't catch up to it, and we are throwing for Lionsbridge inside their own territory. And here Patuxent kind of backing off. Their coach saying to move the other way, and I think he's dead on with this as they give away a free kick. You want to try and lock in the opposition inside their own territory, so that they're almost just forced to boot the ball away, and instead of possibly giving over possession in a dangerous area. Patuxent couldn't quite capitalize on that opportunity though. Suda sends it up into the night sky. Hall heads it down to Serrano, and in through the heart of the field, working its way out towards the far sideline before coming back towards the fans. Aboutaleb sends it down. Wharf back in towards the middle. Mark Wharf gets it back. Materazzi. Smart play just to knock it out of bounds. Quick throw. Suda. Kiingi with the double team alongside Aboutaleb, but the pass is able to get away. More open space now for Roulan. Will be out of bounds. The official says he last touched it. Throw in for the home side. Still up by one. Danny Lokko's goal so far in the 36th minute, proving to be the difference maker up until this point. Here comes another substitute for Lionsbridge. Ross Johnstone comes into the action for Coleman Jennings. Excuse me, Adam Davie, number 9 instead of number 8 Johnstone. So another forward back out onto the field. Replacing the forward who came off. Fresh pair of legs up top. Another free kick for Lionsbridge. They quickly restart it. Elliott on the far side of the field. Moving up, taking space, but it's booted back to Hall. Lays it out wide to Bennett. Good touch to control it, but his pass is off the mark. Kiingi, clever play. Finds Lokko, but Lokko's offside, and that's the second time they've been whistled for that tonight. Both, of course, occurring in the second half. Hamza Mousvi is headed off the field as he's being replaced. Abdullah Al-Jarafi on to replace him as he almost has an opportunity with his first touch. As Huzen makes a good stop, carries it well wide of the goal. Looks like it was still in a dangerous area from a vantage point up here in the press box. And technically it still is here as it's out for a corner kick. Lionsbridge has to play smart defensively, not overcommit on anything too hard as Kiingi gets his head on it. Follow-up effort straight to Huzen. He does well to hold on to it. And the smart play falling on top of the ball just to make sure that it doesn't slide out. The Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group is the official mortgage partner of Lionsbridge FC. Whether it's your first home or your next home, Atlantic Bay is your mortgage consultant for life. It's a good build-up, finds Lionsbridge all the way on the end line. The ball goes out for a corner kick. Lionsbridge with their first attempt here in the second half, and the good thing for them is that both Andrew Bennett and Charlie Elliott out on the field. But it looks like it might be Kiingi who's going to take this one. Typically we've seen Bennett try and link up with Elliott as Aboutaleb heads over towards the corner, possibly for a little bit of assistance, and they go to Aboutaleb, cutting back towards the end line. A little bit of a service, doesn't quite even reach the near post, as Kiingi wins the ball back. Nice bit of scissor step over. Hall inside the 18, across the heart of the goal mouth, and an off-target effort from Bennett. That one seemed to certainly get away from him. One-timer effort. Very difficult to hit under normal dry conditions, and then when you add the slickness of the ball as well as your boot, makes it that much more difficult to pull off. Wattam poised and set for the throw. We'll end up handing it off to Elliott. Now a couple more Lionsbridge players moving up to join the attack. Still 4 blue jerseys back. 3 in the defense, and Bennett sort of acting as the garbage collector outside the semicircle by the 18. Hall heads it back to Elliott, but a lot of power behind it, and he can't keep it alive. Peninsula Eye Care is an official sponsor of Lionsbridge FC, conveniently located on Highway 17 in Yorktown. Peninsula Eye Care has been serving the Peninsula patients since 1990. Visit peninsulaeyecare.com to learn more. Huzen waiting until pressure came his way before deciding to pick that one up. Trying to just eat up a bit more time on the clock. It's headed back in by Davie. They're out to grab it. Boots it back down to the opposite side. Al-Jarafi trying to get stuck in with things here. Kiingi heads it up. Real challenges left, right, and center for both sides. It's a foul called on Davie. The referee's showing him he just got a bit too much outside of his own space with his elbows as he was going up for the header. Ignacio Rouland got fouled there as he stands over top of the ball. We're in the 70th minute. Certainly would do well to score from here as he plays it in towards the box. Materazzi heads it away outside the 18. It's kept on going by Wattam. Lokko getting quite physical here on defense and finally being pulled back. Lokko will get a yellow card for this, I believe. He had plenty of opportunity to let go of his opponent's shirt, but just kept holding on. Now he'll go down into the officials' book. So again, Rouland behind the ball as the center official makes his way over towards the visiting coach for Patuxent. We get the signal, action resumes. Free kick delivered into the box, headed straight up. Hall sending it down. Al-Jarafi whipping a shot. Very nearly for the visitors. A game-tying goal, but a little deflection on route. That'll set them up for their third corner kick here in the half. They're to just one for Lionsbridge here in the second 45. Headed away, and swinging and missing Kareem Bakir Bey. Maybe the ball took an awkward bounce, hit a little divot in the grass right in front of him. Might be wanting that effort back. Lokko, who's sitting on a yellow card, is headed out. Joe Core coming on to replace him. And then Ross Johnstone also seeing action. He comes on to replace Andrew Bennett, and Bennett surprisingly wasn't really able to pick up too much tonight. No goals or an assist, but then again, quite a low-scoring game, especially for Lionsbridge. As Davie plays it up, Aboutaleb trying to get in behind the defense. Looks like this one will go out for a corner kick. Good position for Lionsbridge certainly helps them make up quite a bit of field position. Now Core listed as a defender on the roster, and he was during his year at William & Mary, but then moved from defense to forward halfway through the year. Headed off the crossbar. Lionsbridge getting some points for the crossbar challenge, but unfortunately not counting on the score sheet. Al-Jarafi misplays his touch, and it trickles over to Huzen. Very nearly able to add a little bit of an insurance policy was Lionsbridge. Kiingi boots it down. Lionsbridge trying to settle in. Hold on to some possession as they play it up for Aboutaleb. He nearly collides with the goalkeeper. Good awareness by Omar to come off his line. Recognized the play was coming and steal it away. Johnstone, good short pass. Davie being pressured, can't get it out from under his feet, and it goes out for a throw-in. Certainly looked like he needed a bit of help there. Good pressure by Al-Jarafi and Wharf. The two then link up for the subsequent throw-in. Hard pass gives birth to a turnover. Core looks like he's playing here up as a forward for Lionsbridge. Core, one of the top drawer soccer top 100 freshmen in 2020-2021. Used his arm a bit too much there to try and create some space for himself. He gets whistled for a foul. So the visitors will make an alteration. Noda headed off the field, and Devin Berry taking his place. Just a fresh pair of legs in the midfield. Patuxent not having any more forwards on their bench. And getting a bit too aggressive there, Creedlon. Pushing some Lionsbridge players as the boys in blue trying to get set up, and immediately after coming onto the field, less than a minute later, Devin Berry gets a yellow card here. Maybe just making his rounds, saying hello to the officials. Getting maybe a bit too comfortable out on the field, and he goes almost immediately right into the referee's book. Free kick for Lionsbridge. They try and generate an attack, but instead defense able to clear it away. Hall will let this one ride as he's situated towards the back corner of the field, up top for Core now. Suda gets fouled. It looks like Suda is able to play this one actually off of Core. So he'll be out for a throw, and quickly coming in, trying to disrupt the play, was Wattam. Out of bounds. Here's a throw. Done quickly. Chance for a cross. Aboutaleb misses the opportunity to settle it. The ball slips away from him. He's back up and gets whistled for a foul. He's frustrated. The fans are frustrated as the loyal Lionsbridge locals thought that he might have been pulled down. If anything, if there was a foul there, it should have gone in his favor. Ball played up to Core. He can't handle it. Good challenge from the defenders. Now Core with a good tackle for himself. Aboutaleb thought he was in past the defense. Ball was being kicked up here inside the Patuxent side of the field. Da brings it up. Kiingi back where it came from. Up over to Core. Core who's down. That's a free kick for Lionsbridge. In the 80th minute. Lionsbridge looking for a ball to take this kick. Ball is played up towards the far side. Holland towards the middle. Goalkeeper off his line making the stop. No offsides from the linesman. And it goes out for a Lionsbridge throw. Kiingi for the throw. Knocked on by Core to Davie. Off a defender. Pass goes off target. Quickly stepping in was Bakir Bey, sending this ball away. And now it's out of bounds. Clancy and Naves. Construction Company are a long-standing supporter of Lionsbridge FC. And they aim to do the right thing the right way, and that's the Clancy way. Counterattack. Patuxent, low cross across through the middle. Al-Jarafi goes down, claims and appeals for a foul, but doesn't get it from the official. Ball played back across the middle. They're able to hold on to it. Drop it back to Wharf, who takes some real estate in the middle of the field. Ball goes all the way out as Bakir Bey couldn't get on the end of it. He was boxed out by Wattam, who did well to shield the ball. Aboutaleb trying to use his speed, but he's pushed away by A good chance here for the home side to double their lead. Davie can't make the turnaround. 82nd minute, time running out for Patuxent, but there's still time on the clock. They, of course, can try and tie things up. Lionsbridge whistled for offsides. And the supporters letting the officials know their displeasure. Mayor plays the ball up. A sliding challenge worthy of a yellow card is committed right inside the Lionsbridge half of the field. Immediately we see the official reach into his pocket and hand out a card. That one being free kick here for Lionsbridge. There's more and more time eking away off the clock, and Lionsbridge, of course, completely fine with that. Up by 1. Davie, the cross in, knocked away by Out of bounds for a corner kick. Six corners here so far for each side. 3 in the first half, 3 in the second, both teams combining for 12 attempts from the corner flag so far. Johnstone fires off the cross. Can't link up with Elliott. The ball's booted down. Al-Jarafi. Serrano makes body-to-body contact. And the ball trickles out of play for a corner kick. This time on the opposite end of the field. Al-Jarafi wanted a free kick. He might have had a case there, but both players just jockeying for position. Serrano kind of gave up after the play after Al-Jarafi went down. All inside the 18. Barry knocks it out wide, resetting the attack. Ball squeaks free, thrown for the visitors. Pressure still building. Late in the contest, 86th minute. Paul emphatically knocks that one out of bounds. 24-year-old midfielder from Leicester, England. Plays at Chawan, where Head coach for Lionsbridge, Chris Wally, coaches. Lockyer Bay moving a couple yards down the field, trying to get all the good field positioning that he can as this one is sent inside the 18. Having to play smart, slide tackle. Looks like it made some contact with the defender, but the ball goes out of play off a Lionsbridge defenseman. Be a corner kick. They really have to test Huzen here. Get something out of these attempts going forward, but Wattam clears the ball away. No, wires being crossed, Lionsbridge couldn't continue the counterattack. Good attack. Core pokes it away. Aboutaleb in an onside position, but the pass couldn't get to him. Defense at the right place to cut it out. On the sideline, Adekembi. His play is broken up and swung down the other way. Aboutaleb trying to hand it off to Core. Creates some space for himself. Doesn't see a lot of support, so he'll just drop it back. More time headed off the clock here for Lionsbridge. Core gets it back on an overlapping run, but he can't keep it in bounds. And he'll get a yellow card for kicking it away, even though ball boy is right there. Certainly might have added some words down on the field that we can't hear up in the broadcast booth. Throwing for Patuxent. Inside their own half, Suda trying to battle for this one, and possession changes hands. Throwing for Lionsbridge. This one goes to Core. Lockyer Bay kicks it up the field. Alderain. Now to Adekembi. Moving quickly, outpacing Kiingi. A good stop by the defender, Davide Materazzi. Doing a good job to stretch, block the pass, and then get down to slide the next attempt. And cut that attempt off. Heavy touch in the middle of the field. Core takes down the opposition. Roulan is down, and he's quickly back up. Da fires off a good cross. It's just deflected out of bounds off the forward. That'll bring us to tonight's drive of the game, which is brought to you by Bowditch Ford. Only Bowditch Ford can give you a Bowditch deal at the lowest price possible, the absolute best service, and their commitment to your safety. Nobody beats a Bowditch deal. And really, no one could beat Danny Lokko as he was able to receive the pass from Coleman. Jennings right around the edge of the 18-yard box. Had some space, turned and took a shot, able to convert. So far the game's only goal here in the 90th minute. Looks like it might stay that way as Dobb pushes Davie down, and looks like that might be worthy of a yellow card. We'll see, and there it is. Dobb gets one. It will be a free kick for Lionsbridge. There'll be a minimum of 3 minutes of stoppage time here late in the contest. So Davie and Core standing over this one. not very many Lionsbridge players in towards the box, and they might just try and drag some more time off the clock here in the corner. Rolled out for a goal kick. Omar plays it up. Patuxent back over his head. Al-Jarafi goes down. No call from the official. That's the right one. The ball just popped out of bounds by Bakir Bey. Throwing away that last attempt. And possibly one of the last chances that Patuxent could have had, depending on how long this Lionsbridge possession goes on for. Back to Maher. Maher taking some space. Taking the ball up the field. Al-Jarafi goes down off the ball. And another no call by the official. Roulan plays it out towards the wing. Cut back in towards the middle. Roulan goes sliding into the challenge. Play on by the official. Wattam is down. He's back up on his feet. Omar with the ball, going on a little bit of an adventure here. Possibly one last chance for the visitors. Trailing by 1 here in stoppage time. Serrano making his way in towards the 18-yard box. He gets pushed from behind. Maybe a free kick for the visitors. Mar getting frustrated, and Serrano will get a yellow card. Looks like it, in my opinion, maybe should have been yellow cards for both of them. And of course the retaliation gets called. I think it was a bit of a needless challenge for the player who's still down, but then of course needless retaliation as the medical staff still waved on. Like Quidlan got tangled up with the arms of Serrano. Serrano kind of flailed out and held on to him. Maybe Quidlan wasn't expecting it. Fell a bit awkwardly to the ground. He's back up though. Play continues, and the ball sent back down. Huzen grabs it. That'll be the final play of the game. Lionsbridge able to hold on to a 1-0 victory, improving their USL 2 record to 5-0-1, staying unbeaten after about an hour delay here, thanks to the rain. Danny Lokko's lone goal was tonight's Bowditch Ford drive of the game, the difference maker here at TowneBank Stadium. And Danny Lokko, of course, is tonight's man of the match. And the man of the match brought to you by Riverside. Riverside Health System is the official sports medicine and athletic training provider for Lionsbridge FC. The club would like to thank our great partners at Riverside for keeping us in the game. Danny Lokko, tonight's man of the match. Certainly the standout moment for him was in the 36th minute when he received the pass from Coleman Jennings right towards the edge of the 18-yard box. He was able to quickly turn and shoot. Fired that one into the back of the goal. Not a lot that goalkeeper could really do to try and make the save. Just Just a one-touch turn, and immediately the second touch fired at one just under the crossbar. So Lionsbridge will be in action coming up on June 11th. And these two teams will face off again, this time at Prince Frederick, Maryland. And then after that, they'll still be on the road as they'll take on Northern Virginia FC once more, June 15th, before being back here at TowneBank Stadium on Sunday, June 19th, when Lionsbridge will take on Partisan Richmond here at Chick-fil-A night. Be sure to head to lionsbridgefc.com/tickets to see those fixtures, as well as be able to buy your tickets for the rest of the season's games. Come on out here to TowneBank Stadium. It's a beautiful atmosphere, lots of soccer fans. Here's Lionsbridge looks to defend the bridge and continue their strong performance this season as they continue to stand tall on the top of the table. Before we close things out, of course, want to wish a very happy birthday to our own Austin Gregory, one of the day oneers here at Lionsbridge FC, and in charge of the production crew. And so for all of us here tonight, TowneBank Stadium, I have been and will continue to be Austin Urch, and we'll see you next time.